This is the introduction to He's Able, a book by Dorian Adams. Since I was a young boy, I realized and acknowledged a sense of self that I just couldn't put a finger on or explain. I can remember at about the age of 7 or 8 years old thinking that I was different. I'm not saying different as in special per se, but different in a way that I really just didn't understand at the time. Even though I was just a little boy and an only child in a great big world full of colorful and fascinating people, my sense of being different had nothing to do with looks, height, weight, length of hair, or my skin color. It had a lot less to do with being self-conscious. Rather, it had much to do with being conscious of my own personal individuality and self, my being. I was even further intrigued by the pressures of life I experienced as I began to grow older, such as bullying and peer acceptance, and also the day-to-day responsibilities that were needed from me. What I was slowly beginning to realize and am now fully aware of is that I am different, not just in appearance, but from the inside out. When I cut, I bleed. When I fall, I hurt. If I move to tears, it's because my soul, spirit, and emotions have been affected so deeply that I can't stop them from dropping. It's me, only me. In the same respect, everybody else will experience life, death, joy, pain, and heartache for their own individual selves too. Simply said, we are all here for a specific reason, and we all have a purpose and a specific destiny. How else do you think the people of the world can experience life and find pleasure in it, doing the various things we are known to do? Some find pleasure in giving, while others find pleasure in taking. Others find pleasure in building things with their own hands. Others teach, some play sports, and the list goes on and on. In my moments of reflection and introspection, I've come to believe it to be absolutely foolish for one to think we are not all here on this earth, living as individuals, but collectively connected and created by the same hand. Don't get me wrong here. I don't want to get caught up in the specifics on who he or she, the creator, may be to you, or what you choose to call him or her. But for the purpose of this book, and so there is absolutely no misunderstanding, I'll call him God. The one who is, has, and always will be. The ultimate leader of ceremonies who has no rivals and cannot be duplicated. It's taken me a long time to realize and embrace it. I went through a lot of ups and downs and mishaps, searching and looking for but not finding. I went through bouts of denial and ignorance, just to realize that my struggle, even though it was real, was useless. After being totally defeated, exhausted, and still searching for answers to my situation, I found myself humbled and submissive. At each turn of events in my life, whether it produced pleasure or pain, I was experiencing an evolution that would draw me closer and closer to the Creator. During this process, He began to reveal Himself to me in all His unmistakable glory.